Okay, so we're ready to solder the connections on our SRD and pull up a good number this weekend. But I took off the heat shrink of this little guy, so I do want to go a little bit further on this, and it is pre-soldered, but we're gonna tin it ourselves. Okay, so we got our solder ready. So what I want to do is I do want to tin this a bit. Okay, these boxes are gonna bother me. Get out of here. So let's give it a. My solder might not be hot enough, but oh yeah, it is. It's hot enough. Yep. There you go. Let's give it good coating in there. So the solder, it won't melt till it's like 300 degrees or so. And I'm gonna get it all around. Love it. Love it. Okay, we don't want this thing dripping. There you go. Okay, now I like to tilt my connectors to the side, one side, and that way it doesn't skim through that little hole. So what I like to do is I like to fill this up. Let's just let it get hot. Once it sends the heat over, it's just gonna melt right into it. Okay, so that's that. Let's give it a moment so it can just cut off for a bit. Now, this is the best part here. Okay, this scissor didn't do me good, did me wrong pretty much. So it is gonna get hot. So what you want to do is, when I solder these, I try to use this alligator clip to assist me. That way I'm not holding it. It's like pretty much this is holding it for me, and I am able to just send this cable right to the spot that I need, just like that. Okay, so what I want to do next is I want to start this up. Once it melts, everything should just like flow right in, and let's give it a good heat. And the cable should, look at that, that's a perfect solder right there. That thing went in like butter. Once in there like a butter, I know the camera's not gonna have a perfect view. You're all set to go. And this extra stuff here, you just melt it off. And I like to leave some of it on because when I do shrink the heat on top of it, the heat shrink, this little guy, it pretty much gives a good, better grip. So it is kind of hot right now. So I do want to check my solder in there. It's perfectly in there. This baby is soldered really, really good. So that's that. I do want to lock up this side, but I do like to, this is my thing, okay? I do like to fill this thing up completely. Even if it's a little bit extra, that's fine. And you can even let the battery do the magic. Let it hold this thing up for you in a certain direction that you want. And there you go, like that. Perfect. You see that? Look at that. It's perfect. Okay, so it only takes a little bit of time and a practice, so you should be doing these things at home instead of going to the hobby shop guy. This heat shrink, I have a video on this guy. I bought this off eBay. Okay, so let's let it cool off a bit. So how I want to test this thing is super hot. So how do I test if my solder is good? I like to grab this guy, but it's hot. It's super hot. It's still warm, kind of like not warm, but like it's hot enough. But what I do is I usually grab this. Okay, I'm gonna use my sleeve here, and I try to pull it. Okay, it shouldn't come apart. Okay, shouldn't come apart. Then the heat shrink comes on. This is the best heat shrink I ever bought. And it has some type of glue inside, so once it grabs, it is not going to go anywhere. So going to the hobby shop to do this is a waste of time. You shouldn't even be in the hobby if you're not doing this yourself. Because the reason why I say that is because hobby shop guys gonna make it worse than what it's supposed to be. Look at that, perfectly soldered. Our new SRD. So I'm gonna do the same process for the second one. You don't have to watch that one, and hopefully you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. So I do all of my soldering myself, and you'll save yourself $1,000, $2,000 running a lot of RCs. If you're gonna do it yourself, then this heat shrink is another thing. You gotta get this heat shrink, okay? This is the best thing I found out there. Thank you for watching my video.